we knew about blind tennis when we were working in Singapore. We were working in a clinic with some pro players, and we just in another area we heard a lot of noise, and we decided to go there, and we found this marvelous sport that, I mean, from the first moment we thought that we need to bring it here to Spain and give the chance to all the Spanish people, all the blind people in Spain to play tennis. We were always involved with tennis, with the promotion of the sport, so we thought that this was something really big that it's giving the chance to play to blind people.
In fact, blind tennis is a sport that's played in more than 30 countries, and now there is an international organization that called IPTA, International Blind Tennis Association, that organize blind tennis around the world.
Okay, here we try, I mean, we came from competition tennis, okay, so we trying to get this blind tennis really close to competition tennis and to tennis like any other people play. Okay, so always, every season starts with the warm-up, okay, warm-up like people can do in other sports. Then we do what we consider is the most important and the most differentiate from standard tennis, okay, that it's what we call is like warming up, taking contact with the ball. In that part you saw before, in that part we're doing all the players to get in touch with the ball, to get comfortable with the ground, with the bounce, with the noise, okay, and that is part of the secret that after they can do all the drills and they can do everything, because with this taking control of the ball and being in touch with the ball, they feel the ball. And when you don't see, this is, I mean, tennis is a sport about feeling the ball, okay, for them it's even more, so it's so important, this part. Then the third part of the training comes also the drills. Behind they doing some drills, we have some drills with baskets, another drills just with rally, service. Now from September that volley is allowed, we also doing some volleys, okay, and the fourth part, as in any other lesson, okay, we have a kind of competitive playing, okay, we do some games. Now they're doing some tie breaks, they're doing also some matches, sets, okay, that is, I mean, all the things you did in the training, you should put it also on the game, just to have fun also.
The main rules of blind tennis, that mainly there's three kinds of players, B1, B2 and B3. B1 are completely blind players. B2, they have different field of vision, the field of vision of normal vision people. We have 180 degrees of field vision, and the B2 players, they only have more or less 5 degrees of field vision. And the acuity vision, they only can observe some movement of one object when the ball or this object is close, not more than 2 or 6 meters to the body of the player. And B3 players, they have a field of vision between 5 and 20 degrees, and the rest is like a standard player. So another rule that we have this kind of ball. It's a foam ball with a sound core. It sounds when the player hit the ball with the racket and when it bounces. The B1 player, they use 23 inches racket, and for B2 and B3 they use 25 inches racket. Another adaptation is the size of the court. For B1 players, they can use red play and stay court, And for B2 and B3, we use the orange play and stay ball. And the rest of the rules is the same that the standard tennis for the score on the way of the competition, tournaments, and the rest.
Important. I think the most important is this second part. It's like getting in touch with the ball, because at the beginning, for the blind players, the most difficult is to really get in touch with the ball. So they need to feel the ball, and they need to feel what it's hitting. Some of the players, they're blind from when they were born. Okay, so they never saw what it's a forehand, what it's a backhand, or how it feels to hit a ball. So this is the first thing they need to get. Once they get the feeling of the ball, the touching of the ball, it's easy to work, because they know what they are looking for. Okay. Also, it's really important movement on the court. Okay, all the side steps, diagonal, forward, backwards. Okay, because also it's coming that most of them are they are not used to do the sport. Okay, so one of the most important things is to keep them moving and teach them how to move inside the court. Also, if they know how to move it and they get confidence with the court, they are able to move it like easily and to move it faster. Okay, then about drills, all of them. I mean, our job here is to try to adapt the drills that you can see in any court around the world. Okay, to adjust it to the people that cannot see. Okay, important reaction. It's so important. It's a bit different, because for us reaction is when we see the ball, like when we see the other player hitting. Here the reaction is when they hear the ball. This is the moment they start moving. So all the exercise about reaction, all the exercise to have the core on the head, okay, to have all the distances on the head to be able to move, recovery. I mean, and right now, for example, with some advanced players, we start with some tactical system, so kind of plans into the court. Okay, some of them just move like they do the inside out. They start like play, and you give like tactical knowledge also. But for us, the most important, the second part of getting in touch with the ball and feeling the ball. Any drill that comes with that, it's really helpful for them. One of the biggest difference is like coaches all around the world. We used to work with the vision. We used to work with the image, and we're trying to make the player to repeat what we're doing. Okay, we show the movement and the players repeating. Here we don't have that tool, so we need to really verbalize and explain with words. Okay, everything that you want the player to do. So you have to explain movements by words. Okay, so this takes a bit of time to get used. At the beginning it's kind of hard because we are used to another thing. Okay, but at the end with the practice you get it. Also, I mean, verbalize is the most important. Also, you can use just another way is just to put the player in the position you want and then do the movement with them. Okay, and the last one, it's also that you do the movement and the player is just, for example, holding your hand. You do like this, the player gets an idea, gets an image of what he has to do. Okay, these are the three ways we use here to coach them and to get them to understand the movements, but the most important is verbalize everything from the beginning, from when we pick up them in the city center till we left them, it's verbalize everything.